Lesson 2. Present and Future Challenges to Communication Technology. Every day, more and more modern tools of communication are developed. Indeed, modern communication technology pushes human progress to greater heights. However, technology does not come without a price. Technology can be a disadvantage and an inconvenience if not used properly. We have to make good use of technology. In this lesson, we will discuss how you can maximize your use of technology. After this lesson, you should be able to explain the trends of development in communication technology and explain some problems encountered in using modern communication technology. Let's try this. Find a friend, neighbor, or relative who has access to any one of the following: two-way radio, cellular phone, fax machine, internet. Which communication device were you able to try? How useful was it to you? Let's find out how modern communication technology helps you live a better life. Let's learn. Developments in communication technology. Two major developments took place in the field of communication technology in recent years. These are the development and use of networks and the invention of new sending and receiving devices. Let's discuss each. Networks. A network is a system of interconnected components such as telephones, computers, and other related devices. Networks such as the Internet allow exchange of electronic information. Networks can be large or small. The Internet is composed of millions of computers. People in the same building can have their own network of computers. This will allow sharing of information among all computers connected. New sending and receiving devices. Part of the excitement about telecommunications is the last decade or so has been the development of new devices for sending and receiving information. Two examples are the cellular phone and fax machine. Cellular phones allow people to make phone calls wherever they are. People in far-flung areas with no landlines can use cellular phones instead. A fax machine scans an image and sends a copy of it to a receiving fax machine. The receiving fax machine recreates the image on paper. Fax machines are now common in offices and new uses have been found for them. For example, in some countries, newspapers send copies or compressed versions of the news and send them to fax machines to cruise ships in mid-ocean. Let's study and analyze. Let's learn. Challenges facing communication technology. The presence and use of modern communication tools can cause inconveniences and problems for us and society as a whole. Personal problems. Improper use of communication technology can cause isolation. Communication technology is supposed to link people with each other. However, It can also isolate you from others if you spend too much time using it. For example, instead of spending time talking and interacting with your family, you might be talking to your friends over the phone for hours on end. There have been cases of people spending days, even months, inside their homes, preferring to surf the net than to go outdoors. This is especially true in countries where you can buy almost anything from furniture to books to clothes and even food through the internet. Workplace problems. Some employees may look busy, staring with crinkled eyebrows into their computer screens, but it could be that they're just playing computer games or surfing the internet. These activities, of course, lead to wasted time, resulting in low productivity. Another reason for wasted time is all the fusing that employees do with their computers. For example, if an employee doesn't know how to operate a program in his/her computer, he/she will ask a coworker for help. This lowers the productivity of both employees. Crimes. Modern communication tools are used by some scheming people in committing crimes. Pirated CDs and cassettes are made with the use of computers and recording tools. Some computer experts work as hackers, people who access private computer files through the internet and use information from these files to make money. Loss of employment. Communication tools have replaced human beings in many tasks. For example, instead of going to the bank and approaching a bank teller to update your bank account, you can now use the ATM machine, or you can use the internet to do this. Many stores operate without a single salesperson because their goods are sold through the internet. Messengers are hardly needed because inter-office communication can now be made through email or fax. Environmental problems. Communication devices use up a lot of electricity. Computers, for example, use so much power. It likewise generates a lot of heat. That additional power is consumed by air conditioning systems to keep people comfortable. People are always rushing to buy the latest versions of computers and other communication devices. The old ones are discarded and pose a potential disposal problems. Let's remember the two major developments that happened in communication technology are the development and use of networks and the invention of new sending and receiving devices. A network connects telephones, computers, and other communication devices to each other. Communication technology can bring about certain problems if not used properly. It can cause isolation of people, decrease productivity in the workplace, aid in crimes, lead to loss of employment, and cause environmental problems. The following is a summary of its main points to help you remember them better. Let's sum up. Communication technology is the technology of transmitting information through the use of electronic devices and systems. Electronics brought about many developments in communication technology. Modern communication systems are interactive to a certain degree. Some of the major tools of communication today include the television, radio, telephone, fax machine, and the internet. The two important developments in communication technology are the development and use of networks and the invention of new sending and receiving devices. A network connects telephones, computers, and other communication tools to each other. Communication technology can bring about certain problems if not used properly. It can cause isolation of people, lower productivity in the workplace, aid in crimes, lead to loss of employment, and cause environmental problems. The following is a summary of its main points to help you remember them better. Let's sum up. Communication technology is the technology of transmitting information through the use of electronic devices